listeners, and welcome back to the Skylight Books podcast series. You're here for another Better Than the Movie. Better Than the Movie is the monthly, well, sort of monthly series where three booksellers get together with a talented guest to discuss movie adaptations of books. I'm your co-host, Justin Remer.
I'm Allan Traylor.
I'm Tyler Austin.
And today our talented guest is a artist, writer, fellow bookseller, Val Lesser. Hello, Val.
Hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
And would you tell the kind folks out there what you decided would be the book adaptation we're discussing today?
Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton.
Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. He wrote the book. He's credited with co-writing the screenplay, but I suspect it's one of those Hollywood jobs where he probably wrote a draft and then they're like, cool, let's bring in 7 other writers, including David Koepp, who went on to write Lost World and wrote
the 7th one, too.
And wrote the 7th one, which maybe explains why that Tyrannosaurus set piece with the came back finally.
Supposedly he didn't want to keep going, and Spielberg was like, but you gotta. Think about it.
Nice.
Imagine making the biggest movie of all time and be like, we don't have to do another one.
No, he wanted to make and write and direct Premium Rush with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And
I stand by that movie. That movie rocks.
It's a good movie.
Well, he also did Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Anyhow, so that's what's going on. This is actually, I thought of it, it's not really a sequel, but it's kind of, we're getting into summer blockbuster era. It's kind of like a couple years ago when we did Jaws. That was a nice throwback summer blockbuster. And it just so happens that they're both Spielbergs. So I guess maybe we can kick off by talking a little bit about our Michael Crichton history. I feel like I'm pretty well versed in his movies, but not so well versed in his books. What about you, Val? Where are you coming to Michael Crichton from?
I read the book for this podcast. I was using it as incentive.
All right. But have you seen any of the movies? Like, have you ever seen like Congo or
Westworld?
Have not seen Westworld. This is the extent of my Crichton knowledge.
ER, the television show.
Wait, I've seen every episode of ER. I've seen all of the seasons.
He's one of the. I mean, I think does he write?
He was a part
He's
of
a
ER?
producer. Yeah.
Wow.
He was like a because he was a doctor.
Well, it was
a medical doctor.
Right?
It was his premise.
Yeah. It was his premise, yeah.
Well, actually, this does feed in. So when I posted on Instagram that I was watching Jurassic Park for the podcast, Buzzy Cohen, who's really angling to be the 4th chair of this podcast, messaged both in a text thread and in my Instagram, wait, are you guys doing Jurassic Park? You should listen to the last episode we did with him, Facing the Crowd. It's really good. You should listen to all 3 of the episodes.
All the Buzzies are really good.
But then I was like, let's do a thing, if you're so excited, where you send us a voice note with your thoughts. So his thought, he did actually mention this stuff in some of the prior episodes, I realized. But it's funny because, those had nothing to do with Jurassic Park, but he kind of nicely did it. So let me play. He gave us a couple, but let me do this one because he mentions the way that ER fits into this in his voice note. So here's Buzzy.
So I have a sore throat, but Jurassic Park is connected to probably one of my favorite weird butterfly effect things. So let's roll the clock back. And Michael Crichton is trying to make ER. A lot of people forget that he was the creator of ER. So he's trying to make ER, and he approaches Steven Spielberg and says, Steven Spielberg, will you executive produce ER? And Steven Spielberg is like, no. But he had just fairly recently did The Land Before Time, and he was like, dinosaurs are the next big thing. I feel like it's going to be about dinosaurs. Do you have any dinosaur stories? And Michael Crichton, when he was in college, I think, had written a short story about a scientist cloning like a stegosaurus or a triceratops or something. But that was it. It was like a classic short story, like no plot, just like a thought experiment. So he took that and combined it with his story Westworld, which of course he wrote and directed the film, and wrote the manuscript for Jurassic Park, which I guess my understanding is that Steven Spielberg optioned it off the manuscript like before it was published because basically it had come out of his request. Okay, fast forward. Jurassic Park is such a massive hit, and either the president or the finance minister like figured out that Jurassic Park made as much money as exporting 1.5 million cars. And the president of South Korea is like, we're in the wrong game, and created this whole program to basically cultivate culture for export. And so they created all these different programs to help in television, in film, in music, and basically the Korean wave or Hallyu that we're experiencing now with K-pop, with Parasite, with Squid Games, with Gangnam Style and all this other stuff, K-drama, all of these things came out of these programs which worked to foster and develop culture specifically for export. So basically, all of the K-pop Demon Hunters, Cat's Eye, BTS, Blackpink, everything, all this stuff, you can thank Jurassic Park, and then by extension, ER.
Wow. I love ER.
Sure.
I'm not going to play it, but then he, like a minute later, was like, I'm just double checking Wikipedia. A few of those things were not totally right, but mostly right.
Which I was going to say, I also did some light research, and I can fill in the gaps of where I think he probably thought was wrong. But it's all pretty much
manuscript stuff. For sure.
Yeah, the menu. Apparently, what I read is that Crichton wrote a version of it, or had the idea in like 1981, and was like, dinosaurs are too big. I need to wait out the wave, the trendiness of dinosaurs. So he waits like 7 years. He does a version that's all from the kids' point of view. And he's like, basically, there's a thing where they're like, he gives it to his like writer friends to like get notes, and everyone hates it. He does 2 more drafts. They hate those 2. And then finally he's like, what if I do it from like other people's point of view? And then like, oh, okay, now we're starting to get what you're going at. But he was also worried about how much it was like Westworld. Like, oh, I didn't actually, he had been doing a version where it wasn't on a park for a while. Because he's like, oh, it's going to be too much like my other big hit that people love so much. But actually then decided to do it, and it was the right idea. But yeah, other than that, Fuzzy's pretty much dead on. But also to the point of Michael Crichton doing ER, literally the Michael Crichton trustees are like suing the Pit.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to kind of be an ER spinoff.
Oh.
And then they were just like, well, what if we just
Change the
do
name.
Noah Wiley in Pittsburgh or whatever? And then they
And
went
not
from
in
there.
Chicago.
And not in Chicago, exactly. But so anyway, yeah, Crichton, he looms large. Because literally, he's like 6'10". He's like the Wemby of writers.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's for somebody, I guess. I don't know.
As I said in the
For you tall lovers out there.
Yeah.
as I was saying in the text thread, I watched some making of stuff, and there's like a photo of him looking at a video of him looking at some animatronics. It's like, God damn, Michael Crichton is tall.
He's tall. He could have been hooping. He could have been hooping.
He
that
could have
whole
been the
time.
Predator, man.
Could have been Could have been Predator. Could have been hooping. But instead, he was a writer. That's cool. It worked out.
So this is but you have you seen the movie before, Val?
Which one?
Jurassic Park.
Yes. Oh, many times.
Okay.
Many
Okay,
times.
but so very familiar with the film. What about like the sequels and stuff?
Yes, all of them.
Okay,
Every
so this was
single
just your first exposure to the written book.
Yes.
Which I think is mostly the case with me. I definitely tried when I was like 13 because there's definitely passages I was like, oh yeah, this is where I jumped ahead to where Nedry gets killed.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Because I remember, spoiler, I guess, for a 30-year-old movie, but the character that Wayne Knight plays in the book, his intestines rip out and fall into his hands. And
The book is pretty R.
Yeah.
well, that's the thing is like someone was like, oh, you got to read the way it's written in the book. So I like flip ahead. I'm like, that is gross.
Yeah. It's a horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had it for 2 years, and I kept putting it down because it's very didactic in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're really like trudging through it. And I was like, I need other people to read this with me, or I'm never going to do it. And then I found a reason.
That aspect reminds me a little bit of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Like when I first read that, because there's like everybody's like,
book.
What's that?
That's a laborious ass book.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like when everybody was like, "Oh, it's such a page turner." I'm like, the first 150 are not a page turner. There's a lot of like.
Well, when it turns into wish fulfillment for the writer, that's when it gets interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if a writer was
Investigative
the
writer.
coolest guy
Yes.
ever who could
Yeah.
solve a age-old crime or whatever? Yeah, a generational trauma. Yeah, and find
Yeah.
a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when it starts off, it's like he was a financial reporter. Here's him researching financial things for 30 straight pages.
Yeah.
By
That's
the way, he
crazy.
looks like Daniel Craig.
And not like Stieg Larsson.
No,
Not at all.
Some say I look like
that's
Daniel Craig.
it's been mentioned. A passing, sort
I
of
don't think
thing.
so, Larson.
So wait, but what about you fellers? Had you read the books before, either of you?
I always wanted to. I had a buddy of mine who's like, a dinosaur kid and became a dinosaur adult. And he like reads it all the time and he loves the books. And I was like, one day I'll get to it. But I hadn't read anything by him at all.
Nice.
I just noticed your T-shirt.
Oh yeah, my Jurassic Park T-shirt.
Oh yeah, we'll have to take a photo of you in the shirt for sure.
Had to represent, dude. I didn't watch all the movies for no goddamn reason.
It's crazy. Every time you came in being like, so I watched 6.
Well, I
watched
finished so
4.
early. I was
You
like, I
did?
think I have time to just
You had a lot of
watch all
time.
the movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of time. It's cool.
Love it.
Like one a day. It was fun.
Yeah, okay. Hey, they're fun movies.
They are?
I mean,
Some of them.
at a certain point,
Yeah.
they kind of stop being fun.
Huh?
That's a week.
Yeah.
Dinosaur week.
Yeah.
Dino
Basically.
week for Allan.
Dino
That's
week
nice.
for Dino week
The
for
only thing
Alan.
that sucks is they're all like over 2 hours though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Except for like the first one, I think it's like $1.45.
No, first one's like 206.
Is it
or
really?
something, Yeah.
But
That
that's-
doesn't feel like it.
But that's
No.
what I was going to say. Is like at one point I paused during my rewatch of the movie, and I was like, I'm already an hour 20 in.
Yeah.
This just flies.
Yeah.
That Spielberg magic.
it really
baby.
does.
Yeah.
No, I never read any Crichton. I don't think. I mean, well, similarly picked it up in like middle school library after having seen it as a child and was like mass market paperback, Dino on cover. Know the movie. Tried to read it. Skipped around. Was like, I don't know, whatever. And then never finished it. So but it's exciting to come back to. Kind of fun.
Actually, it reminds me, it wasn't my year, but like 2 years after I think when I was a senior in high school, they changed the curriculum at my high school so that one of the freshman books was Jurassic Park.
Wow.
I was trying to remember like which book they got rid of, but they're like, get rid of that boring crap. We're gonna do Jurassic Park this month or whatever.
Brutal.
I guess I could see because you're like, it's science. So, like, maybe it has some crossover. Yeah, I mean, it's not
Pseudoscience.
real science. Yeah. But it's like, science-y. Maybe that gets kids going. I don't know. Maybe
Get a bunch of chaosticians.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Come on. We're
There's
just like, what will go wrong will. All right.
I mean, as far as kids go, it's pretty bloody.
It is quite bloody.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is fun. And, like, there's some real horror and, like, kids in danger
Yeah.
a lot.
Like,
I mean, the T-Rex is just Jason basically
Yeah.
stalking them the whole fucking book.
Really wants. Oh, yeah, exactly.
those little ones that just ate a baby's face.
Oh, the
That's-
campies? Yeah.
Yes,
Crazy.
that's, I think, as icky as it gets
Yeah.
early on.
And then
then
being
they-
like, there's no way the dinosaurs got off. It must be someone else's dinosaur. Like, what the fuck do you think it is, dude?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
It's not ours. Couldn't be ours.
It's not us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or there's at least a team of people that are like keeping certain information from each other because you
Yeah.
see that guy getting helicoptered in and out.
Yeah. To start, yeah.
And they're like, you don't need to know anything about this. And they take the photos that they realize the doctors took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is kind of interesting. Well, we don't have to get into the book right now, but it does start. I mean, I guess we should. This may
Yeah,
be a
might
natural
as well.
transition point.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that. But also, it reminded me. This is a major spoiler for the book, but it's Jurassic Park, whatever. Is that at the end where they're like, you know what, the military's going to come in and blow all this up,
Just napalm, rain
and
Agent
the
Orange
lawyer
down.
and the lawyer who
gonna play Jimi
survives, as
Hendrix.
opposed to in the movie doesn't survive, is just like, good. I want them to come in and blow it all up. And in my head, I'm like, are they going to get you off the island first? Because I went that dark where I'm just
Yeah.
like, if the military comes in, how do you know they're not blowing up the island with you
I mean,
on
Yeah.
if they knew how bad it was, they probably wouldn't have waited.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting point because it kind of starts like a 70s paranoid thriller, kind of like where like, you know, there's corporate espionage happening,
Yeah.
and then there's like an investigation that starts with all these like little cold opening bits of like, oh, these guys bring a guy, he was run over by a backhoe, but like he has defensive wounds, and then we heard about the baby, and the doctor is the same doctor, doesn't want to report the baby because she doesn't want to get blamed for like leaving it alone. So it's like, oh, it's SIDS. And then like there's a rash of those that have been happening because these things are coming into like people's homes and stuff. So it kind of starts in that way of like, it would be really interesting if he had gone full like 70s parallax view and was like, we're nuking everyone.
Yeah.
Like, just would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But that's like if he had written in the 70s, that's like kind of what would have happened probably. With the style with which he approaches it. And then Steven Spielberg is just like, this is going to be whimsical. This is going to be a delight. Like it I mean, starts great with obviously the movie. Basically the biggest difference is that you see the raptor attack that like leads to the helicopter of the book, right? Like
Yeah, because I mean, they know that in a movie, it's like, you know, there's going to be dinosaurs, so we're not going to pretend like there's not dinosaurs.
Exactly. We got to get to that. We got to get that going. We're not going to have a lot of scenes in boardrooms where guys are like, we got to steal this dinosaur egg. So it's like, we're going to start showing you. It's also very Jaws, right? Like to have like a cold open, basically, where the first murder or the first kill happens, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, also, I did watch a little bit of a YouTube interview with David Koepp where he said that his original opening scene was like a hospital scene, like from the book. But then he realized he had written it too much like Jaws, where basically like, that's not that's not that kind of bite.
Boat
This is
accident.
clearly-
Yeah. That's funny. Which, right, they do
Raptor's eyes black as a
black the doll's eyes.
Because they used some of the intro for a different movie.
I used it for Lost World.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So they're like, there's something there. There's
Yeah.
something to it, but not to start with.
Right.
Yeah.
They keep like returning to the book, it seems like.
Yeah, they
the film
cannibalize
stuff.
it in every movie,
Makes
basically.
sense.
Which
There's
is,
a lot there.
yeah. But I haven't read Lost World, so I don't know what they take from that.
I never saw Lost World.
Really?
No. Never went back to it.
Wow.
Saw 3. Saw Jurassic World. First date with my now wife.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
At the Vista.
thank you, Mr. Spielberg.
Yes. Thank you, Colin Trevorrow, but also Spielberg.
You've done nothing wrong. Colin
You've
Trevorrow.
done nothing wrong. Book of Henry's good.
He's
And
done
then
plenty wrong.
never watched another one. So yeah, that's what I'm operating at.
That's sort of probably the best way to be.
Yeah, I think so.
The Doctor trilogy is pretty garbage.
Not good.
Yeah.
I mean, just from a distance, it looks bad.
Yeah,
so
it
like,
is. It is.
And Jurassic World is like fine-ish,
It's okay. Yeah.
but I've only heard it gets worse. So if that's the ceiling, I'm not sticking around for the floor. You know,
that's fair.
this is I'll keep dangling. I'm gonna keep holding on up here, and I'm not falling into that trap.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious, Val, what's your reaction to the difference between the book and the movie?
I enjoyed it, but was also a little bit disturbed. So number one, the lawyer Malcolm switch, where in the book you have the lawyer making it all the way to the end and the lawyer being the one with more of a moral compass and
Right.
Malcolm being the one to
Yeah.
flee at first sign of bodily harm, versus
Does
going
he
to the
flee?
yeah.
Because I know there's the PR guy who isn't even in the movie who just
Yeah.
runs
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Ed
Yeah.
Regis.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the book, he's with Grant and they see the dinosaur coming and he's like, what do we do? And Grant's like, I don't know. And so Malcolm is like, well, bye. And then you have in the movie,
Well, he is the guy that's been saying for years, I guess, that it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
kind of makes sense.
in the movie, you have him as, I mean, Jeff Goldblum, so of course he's charismatic and beautiful. And in the book, he's insufferable, and they make a point of saying he's balding.
I think he rocks in the book.
So didactic. And I mean, it's entertaining when you have the image of Jeff Goldblum in your head already because it completely overrides every description in the book because you can see him doing those lines, but
Yeah.
everyone keeps asking him like, okay, can you say that in English though? And he has to go through these analogies and these metaphors that are paragraphs long. And then they're like, okay, but that wasn't my question.
Yeah. But I will say, like, the way he's described in the book, I did picture more like Goodwill Hunting era Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the kind of dude I pictured there.
Yeah.
But I agree with Allan. I kind of enjoyed his like insufferability. Yeah. Like it was a very charming insufferability.
Yeah, and Hammond just being like, "What is this guy fucking saying?" Like every time they talk. Yeah,
that was.
I would watch a show of those two just trying to survive together.
But they're supposed to be each other's like yin and yang. They're like they're
Yeah.
polar opposites. You have a Hammond in the all white and
Yeah.
Malcolm in the all black
And they
there to
kind of
check
are.
him.
Yeah.
And he introduces himself as Hammond's nemesis.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
I mean, he is.
Funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I am here to ruin your day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that dynamic is what makes it worth it. Just knowing that he pisses Hammond off to no end is very entertaining.
I found it very entertaining in the book.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah.
going back and forth.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah.
Well, and he gets the classic like, I don't want to have to think about what I wear. Like that's
Yeah.
the furthest back example of that I can find, right? Of like the person being like, I don't have to wake up in the morning and decide what I wear. I just wear all black, and
Yeah.
all gray, and if I wear gray socks with black pants, it looks great. Who cares? It's like, oh, that's fun. That's fun. Those guys
It's like fashion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sports just don't matter.
Well, and
Yeah.
this is where
Oh, they lost
when
you.
I fall apart, but
Bummer.
it's okay. It's fine.
Just maths.
Just the maths.
But then also I
But
wondered
sports
if
are maths.
he's like
they are.
English if he's saying maths, right?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think they say he's from
teaches
Texas,
at
right?
Texas. Yeah, they
well,
say
he
he
teaches in Texas
at
I
UT,
guess.
but
Yeah.
they don't comment on him having a British accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because as soon
I
as
hope
he
not.
said
That ruins everything.
Nah.
in my head, I was like, oh, he's English as soon as he said maths instead of math.
Yeah, does he
Maybe.
keep calling UT Unity?
Yeah.
It does make
My
me
first
wonder if
week at
like
uni.
The
Crichton's original conception was that he was English, but then he's like, but who can we get for the movie? I'm not going to
Yeah.
specify.
Yeah, exactly. Goldblum's amazing, right? I feel like
kills
the I mean, I'll do the life finds a way is like that's why I hire that guy. The
Or the,
that's where the music's in the That's what he does.
yeah.
This is what he does.
He's so good.
He's amazing. It's really crazy.
He steals it. And you have Grant being described as like 40 bearded and barrel chested or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Now there's a huge change.
Yeah.
In the book, he loves kids.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Loves
the movie, a little annoyed by kids.
Yeah.
Doesn't want one.
Well, I think it's more-
Scares one.
I guess. Oh, you mean Grant? Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you were
Grant.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Hammond.
sorry, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hammond's cool with kids.
Well, the movie added the whole like family dynamic
Yeah.
to give him something to like.
yeah. Well, they say his daughter's getting divorced. That's why they're coming, right? Isn't
Guess.
that's in both?
No,
Right.
I meant with Grant. Like
With
him,
Grant.
him,
Yeah. That like Laura Dern's like you maybe want a kid. I don't know, but yeah.
He's just immediately a great dude and great father in the
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It's almost like in the book, like it seems like Crichton isn't great with either of his two female characters.
No.
But he's like, well, at least I can make her not attached to Grant. And there's like that weird dialogue thing where it's like, so are you two dating? It's like, no. She's engaged to someone else.
And she's my student.
She's
Yeah.
That could
she's just
never
my
happen.
student and a doctor.
Yeah.
Deal with it. But then otherwise, it's kind of like, but she will basically be in distress for most of the book, and the only other female is a little girl who's kind of annoying, and will definitely be in distress.
But then also severely incompetent professionals who are also women, like throughout the beginning, where you have the midwife and you have like the woman working at the lab, and she's not really fighting for things to be organized properly, so saliva samples just get tossed out willy-nilly.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about everything pre-Island. I was just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Well, there's the one woman in the lab at Columbia who's
Yeah.
insistent it's a dinosaur and sends the facts to Grant.
Hey, there you go.
But
Yeah.
they're
Progress.
But her identity is mom.
Yeah.
So my kids draw dinosaurs.
That is
So
true.
Yes.
he can only really go so far
Yeah.
in terms of their confidence. Kind of comes from them
Well,
bearing children.
and also, except for Grant, everyone's incompetent.
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Like everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're just all chaos is raining on them. Well, so yeah, I guess as for the book goes, right, it's kind of you get these little things until eventually, what an EPA lawyer shows up and kind of does a lot of expo dump on Grant and Ellie about like, oh, this, he's moving all these genetic machines down there and he's been released this island and blah, blah, blah.
He's basically putting the pieces together, but he's not a part of the book
Yeah,
at
exactly.
all. And it's like, that's crazy.
I was like, oh, does this guy
he's
come?
coming with, right?
Yeah, this guy, we got to bring this guy along. He's got everything.
Yeah.
And then like 2 minutes later, they get the call because he doesn't show up in the book. He just calls and invites them. If I'm right, does Hammond show up?
I don't remember.
in the
I
book?
think he
No,
just
yeah.
calls
Yeah, he
them.
just calls them.
Yeah.
Again, got to make the more cinematic choice. He shows up in a helicopter. Come on, this is why Spielberg's the best.
But in both
folks.
times, he makes it seem like it's an impromptu decision.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, him coming in and popping the champagne is awesome. So good.
Don't mind me. I know my way around the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Rocks. So
Yeah.
then they end up on the island. And it's for that point, it is very, for a big chunk, very similar, I feel like, of like.
Yeah, up until like the T-Rex part is like pretty one-to-one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even
Except for
into-
the extra characters. Which
Yeah,
they
we have a few extra characters.
sort
The-
of merge with other ones
the
sometimes.
PR guy who the great moment with him is where he's like the T-Rex is there for the T-Rex attack and is like still writing copy as he's terrified out of his mind, which is really funny. Where he's like, the greatest hunter in the history of the world.
Always be writing, dude.
In life, in front of my eyes, like can't help but be like writing, good advertising. It's
Yeah.
funny. Right before he's killed.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to. So they arrive. They do the tour.
yeah.
They see that they
I
meet
guess maybe
Dr. Wu.
we should maybe just take a second to break down everyone that's there on the island.
Yeah.
So we got John Hammond, who's
Johnny
who's
Hams.
the billionaire whose brainchild this is.
Yeah.
In the book, he's a billionaire.
In the book, he's
So-
more like you think a
Well,
billionaire
that's what I'm
is.
saying.
Yes.
Yes. Like he has the temperament of that. He's,
Yes.
he's kind of a
Yes,
hard
very
ass. He
Yeah.
But also has investors who are riding his ass.
Yeah. They just won't. Just let him
For a
be,
billionaire,
dude.
just have fun, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I guess.
but in the movie
Impetuous.
he's Richard Attenborough. He's more of an
pesky
eccentric.
regulations.
Yeah, that's not where real discovery's done
They
anymore,
make
Alan.
the-
Not at the universities.
The Disney comparison.
Yeah, very much.
Where in the book everyone at first is like, nah, he's just an eccentric, silly little old man. He's like Walt Disney, he's harmless. And then you realize he's an absolute menace.
Just like Walt Disney.
Yeah, historically speaking.
Historically pretty fucking awful.
Yeah. So you got Hammond, who everyone is there at his behest, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and also understaffs the park horrifically.
Yeah.
When they said they had 20 people on that park while they were there, I was thinking about the bookstore and I was like, our whole crew is 30 people.
Right.
And that's like
We can run a park.
that's a shop. That's one little shop.
We can run a park.
Can you imagine an entire island where the dinosaurs outnumber
I'm
you by
imagining
the
it right now.
hundreds?
We're doing great.
And you're like, yeah, this little skeleton crew, we don't need a union.
yeah.
Yeah. They should have unionized.
They should have
Jurassic Park.
unionized.
should
They at
have
least
unionized.
give it kind of a reason in the movie. There's the hurricane coming in.
Yeah.
Right. That everyone
And
leaves,
instead of
yeah.
just hunkering down on your island, they're like, let's get in a fucking boat and get
Yeah.
out of here. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
know,
if you're like
it's-
really ahead of the hurricane.
Yeah,
Sure.
It's 120 miles the other direction, maybe. I hope to
Yeah.
the situation. Right. People are leaving in the movie, and then like it's all very automated, and whatnot. Right. They're like, oh, the
Yeah.
computers are doing. It is also so funny that in the movie, Alan Grant, instead of liking kids, he hates kids and he hates computers, which he also doesn't like in the book either.
Yeah.
But he's like, I hate these computers. And then Laura Dern's like, the feeling's mutual. It's very funny.
You got Gennaro.
Who's the lawyer?
You got
Oh, yeah.
Regis.
Who's the PR person?
Yeah,
You
who's like
got-
kind of their tour guide around the park a little
Yeah.
bit.
You got Hammond's two grandkids,
Yes.
You got
To
a
me?
way more badass Muldoon.
Yeah.
Like way more badass.
Who's like a South African game hunter expert who's brought into like
yeah.
And it becomes like a zoo consultant around the world. He worked at like Bengal World
And he's
in
kind of
India.
the Yaphet Kodo. He's like, we should be getting paid extra for this. This is bullshit.
Yes.
Where are my rockets?
Fuck. It should have just been Yaphet Kodo. That would have been awesome.
Yaphet Kodo as Muldoon would have been
Would have
sick.
overpowered the whole movie,
Yeah.
actually, unfortunately.
We can curse on this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been speaking slowly so that I'm not accidentally cursing casually.
nah.
Who cares? Who fucking cares?
Who
Love
fucking
it.
cares? Fuck yeah.
But yeah, we got two
Muldoon
kids.
who rocks. 2 kids.
Their ages are swapped.
Are
in the
they?
book.
I thought he's
She's
11,
younger.
she's 13.
She's younger than him in the
I
book.
she's like 6 in the book.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why she's so
my
fucking
brain
annoying.
just
Yeah.
fully
Yeah.
filled in the ages of the children from the
No.
movie. That explains. But she
I
loves
think the
baseball.
movie makes her older
Yeah.
to like give that character some like
Yeah.
justice because the
Yeah.
book version is rough.
Yeah.
And plus,
Right.
they're thinking about their audience too, because if
Yeah.
it's a horror book,
Yeah,
it's
true.
like a kid doesn't have to be likable. They might die
Yeah.
and no one's going to blink twice. But if you want actual children to see this,
Yeah.
and every little girl is going to be looking at that character
Yeah.
like, what the hell is this?
So yeah, the book versions, man, I was like,
It's rough.
I get it, you're fucking terrified, but like, my God, dude.
Yeah.
Look, just because you don't like baseball, Alan, doesn't mean that you
I do like baseball.
can't not relate to that character, you know?
But I
She
do like
loves the
baseball.
Mets. You do, that's true. You want to go to a game this year?
One of my favorite moments in the book is where they're in the dark and they're like Tim has just trapped the raptor in the freezer and he's like, Lex, come over here, put the pin in. And she's like, I can't find it. And he's like, it's right there.
No.
Realizes he's the one with the infrared, or the night vision goggles. Doesn't give her the night vision goggles. I was just like, it's right there.
There's simply no
Go grab
time.
it. Touch
There's
it.
no time. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, it sort of makes sense because she's so young that she's so afraid that she just kind of regresses
Yeah.
to like even more of a child.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, man, this is tough.
But
This is real tough.
also, as someone, I'm the only person in this room that has been a little girl once.
That you know of.
And like childhood was rough. I just remember going up to people and being like, hey, do you want to hear a song? And they'd be like, no. And I'd be like, okay, well, no, I can do it real quick. Like I can, and then you just start, or
Ain't got
you do a
time for a song.
headstand in front of them. And then if you're scared, you just completely shut down and you're like,
Yeah.
you lean hard into that. Everyone needs to protect me right now.
Yeah.
Get me away from
No,
whatever
it
is
makes
stressing me
sense
out.
in the book.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
it
really
actually
hard.
explains so much more of her behavior. In my
Yeah.
mind, she was still 13.
Oh,
I just
okay.
completely
Yeah.
I totally missed that part of it. I must have.
It would be
completely
even
flipped on
more
it.
sad if she
But
was older.
I was like, she's
Yeah.
13, he's 11, right? Like, or at least
Yeah.
that's what I thought. But yeah, for some reason, I thought she was a lot older. But that explains a lot more.
And they gave the movie version one of his nerd traits because he's the computer guy and the dinosaur
guy.
kid, and they're like, that's too nerdy.
They're kind of like compounding morbidities. He likes dinosaurs and computers. Of course he does.
Pick one.
Fucking
You
nerd.
just gotta pick one. Exactly. She's a cool. Yeah, with the way they seed in the movie, how late in, like so late in that, like she'd rather be in her room all day on a computer. I'm a hacker.
I'm a hacker.
Like, oh, okay. Oh man, nothing like '90s computer screens to
Yeah.
really just
Yeah.
bring it home to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so we got 2 grandkids: Malcolm, Dr. Malcolm, Ian Malcolm,
Oh, the doctor too.
Henry Wu.
No, the other doctor.
Oh, Gutierrez. Which doctor are you thinking?
The one
the
who's
veterinarian
like
guy.
Harding.
Harding, yes.
Oh, Harding. Yes.
Yeah.
He's a much bigger character. In
He's
this
like a
book.
Yeah,
vet,
movie,
but
yeah.
he's also taking care of Malcolm and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, Malcolm is like a chaos theory mathematician who's been brought in by the lawyer to help be like, see, you need to change all this shit because this guy says so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because both in the book, so I guess in both versions, the investors are getting itchy,
Yeah.
and it's sort of a mandatory inspection that's going on. Hammond doesn't like these inspections. He doesn't like these regulations.
I know they're always getting in
Let
his
him
way.
just build his own
A
dinosaur.
few people
town.
die. Big whoop.
Hey, come on! Look, we blow up a rocket over your house in Texas. Who cares?
Who cares?
It's fine. So yeah, they bring it in for like a mandatory inspection, but yeah, I'm trying to think.
Which
And
is
then,
interesting because he's been a part of the project for way longer, seemingly in the book. Like he even developed or tried to develop their whole park security, and they're like, "What is this nonsense? No way." And he was like, "Okay,
right, yeah." And well, I love in the book they're like some of the backstory with why the EPA guys come into Grant like very early in the movie is they're like, "Oh, you did some consulting for Hammond."
oh, they're because they're following the paper trail,
Yeah, like why? He paid you for this, blah blah blah. Which I just love him being like, yeah, it was crazy. I was so annoyed because he would like the lawyer would call me at 2 a.m. and be like, "What do you feed a baby velociraptor?" And I'm like, "I don't fucking know.
What the fuck?
Stop calling me. Just can't wait till Monday 8 a.m. What are you talking about? Like what do you got, baby velociraptor? No.
It was like a duck-billed something.
Yeah.
It was like some kind of herbivore or whatever. But yeah. And then you have like Ellie coming in and they're talking about, well, he's a paleontologist and I'm a paleobotanist.
Yeah.
Like, get it straight. Like, my plants
She
are
knows
my
about
lane.
plants.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, in the movie, what an all-time moment where she's like focusing on like this plant went extinct. And then he like turns her head physically. Unbelievable. Again, Spielberg magic. The man knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, his version is definitely more about the wonder, and the book is definitely more about like, why are you trying to fuck with nature?
Yes.
Just bash you over the head constantly.
Nature will get you back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something real. I mean, there's interesting stuff in that sort of thematic way. There are like interesting little bits of the chaos versus like the control of nature. Of the one that really stood out to me was the like computer counting the number of dinosaurs is like really, it was like a really interesting point of view of like, okay, well you're searching because you are so certain that there could not be more dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You stop searching at the number that you want, that you know should be there because you're looking for ones that have gone missing, not that there could be more. And it's like, oh, that's like a really interesting example of like the mindset that it's like, we're just so certain we're never going to expand the parameters. And then the second you do, you find out there's 50 more dinosaurs.
Basically, everything that happens is because someone was so certain that it was like foolproof.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It fucked someone eventually.
And that way it really works. Yeah.
That's the thing that bums me out of so there's two computer guys. There's Nedry.
And Arnold.
Nedry is more of the like code architect guy who has sold it out and is going to fuck everything just to sell some embryos. But then there's Arnold, which is the Samuel L. Jackson character. And I'm so bummed out by the version of him in the book because he literally spends pages and pages being like, man, Malcolm's full of shit. He doesn't understand anything. Yeah. This would never go wrong, blah, blah, blah.
And then it goes wrong.
It goes wrong. But yeah, it is interesting. So there is also, because you meet Dr. Wu, who's basically the geneticist who's been like working mostly on the cloning and the filling.
Who also
of the
has
DNA.
way more to do.
Yeah, big time. Like, and that's, I mean, and this is the difference, I guess, just with having the expansiveness of a book of like, there's so much more there's so much more infighting between Hammond and Wu, and even Arnold in the book is more like, he's more vocal in his displeasure about some of the way the parks went. Like, there's a lot because you learn his backstory of being like a ride guy and Muldoon being a zoo guy. Like, they all have these things, but like, Wu is. It's like, oh, this is his first job out of college.
Crazy.
He's been making dinosaurs. And he's like pushing for basically the next version of dinos. He's like, we want 4.4 where they run slower and they're like not as threatening or dangerous. And also he's just like, it'll be more what the people are imagining and they'll think it's real as opposed to it being fake or something. But like, he's a really interesting character in the book.
They plunder that in the Jurassic World series.
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately,
I guess they bring it back. They bring it back for that.
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah. But it's interesting in that like there's just a lot more of the inner Jurassic Park politics of like trying to convince this eccentric billionaire not to kill everyone.
I love that the beginning of the book. Like when you first meet Malcolm and you see him interacting with Hammond and talking about everything that can go wrong, he's already telling him what you're afraid of is already happening. Yeah. Like the dinosaurs are already leaving. I don't even have to look at the park to know that. Like I can show you.
Well, they all have evidence of the campies or whatever they're called.
Yeah. And it's like he doesn't know the extent of the campies, but he knows that just based on having animals, like this isn't a zoo. They're not in these little sectors or whatever. They're not in contained. Like you're having them running around large stretches of land.
Yeah, they're trying to build a fucking ecosystem on an island, which is crazy.
And he's really good at making that point of like, right, it's not really a zoo. Although in zoos, because they're not trying to replicate their natural habitat.
Yeah.
Not that you could even because it's 165 million years ago, but you're trying. Like, but even in zoos, they escape.
Yeah.
But then also like. Yeah, it is interesting too, like all the other little complications that they don't have any time to get into in the movie, but are in the book of like, oh yeah, the T-Rex doesn't really come out very often because it gets sunburned because its skin isn't used to this amount of UV. When it was 165 million years ago, it never got sunburned. So it's like, we're really fucking these animals up, basically.
We really didn't think this through at all.
Yeah.
Giving them amphibian DNA. But then it's like in the movie, you have them arrive and they're holding out hope that maybe things won't go wrong. They're not like, I've took one step on this land and I already know that everything's gone wrong. They're like, okay, well, let's give it a chance.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And it isn't because like, so that leads to the really great scene that's not in the book, but the like, you slapped it on a lunchbox before you even knew what it was.
Yes.
Yeah. You were too busy asking if you could.
Yeah.
You didn't ask if you should. You want me to? I'll do it.
No. There you go.
There you go.
I'll just turn that down.
Turn that
later in the
volume
mix.
up. Turn that volume up. Okay.
But to your point, Val, there is that like let's put on a showman vibe much more in the movie of like, well, we didn't do great in previews, but maybe like once it's opening night, we'll be great.
Yes.
Not realizing that, it's fucking Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark and people getting horribly maimed and like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Damn, forgot about that thing.
Yeah. So many paralyzed Spider-Man.
Jesus.
Such a bad Bono score. But I mean, right? They got exactly. So it's like they're kind of giving it a chance, but they're like philosophically still against it a little bit. Even if like they arrive on Jurassic Park and they're all like, "What the fuck? There's dinosaurs here. This is crazy." Whereas, immediately Malcolm in the book is like, "Yeah, you don't even have to show me the birth charts to know that there are more dinosaurs here than you claim there are."
He's the whole thing is him coming and first thing out his mouth is like, I am here to rain on your parade.
Yeah.
And tell you that I already know it's bad and you can lie to me all you want, but
And he's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can show me what you think you're showing me, but I know that it's not true.
I mean, honestly, all the scientists are there's a little lip service to that in the movie. Like when Ellie's like, that plant is poisonous and you just put it there because you think it looks cool.
Yeah.
But there's more stuff like that in the book or sort of like leaned into more just sort of to like further illustrate Michael Crichton's like, people don't listen to scientists. Why are you not listening to scientists?
Yeah. But I love how the movie treats Hammond when he realizes things are going wrong, because it's so much more interesting to see a character kind of realize that, oh, I was wrong and I was the villain this entire time.
We see this is
I endangered my loved ones.
This is pre 9/11 where billionaires could become real people if they tried hard enough. It's far too impossible now.
Like there's just something about him sitting down at the end in the movie where he realizes like I was fucked up badly. Like
when all the ice cream is
irredeemably.
melting. Yeah. That's a good bit.
Or is his story about the flea?
Oh,
He's like, man, I've been like a fucking huckster my whole life, and I finally do a real thing, and I fucked it all up. God damn it.
Yeah, and like Attenborough makes it truly like touching. Like I mean,
he's so good.
I kind of
Yeah.
zeroed in on his character on this rewatch and was just like, God damn, yeah. Like he is such a different conception of Hammond than the book in a way that maybe is bullshit, but like he makes it. I feel that emotional journey for that character.
Yeah.
But what if he just sort of wandered off and fell down a hill and got eaten by dinosaurs? We just kind of tack that on at the end.
I think it's great.
It's pretty fun.
And it's because he thinks it's a T-Rex because the kids are fucking with the intercom system.
Really fucking funny.
Because it's like when he dies in the book, you're just like, yeah, you grody old man.
Yeah.
like this is what you get. You know?
And he dies still not getting.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, which is really
Literally dies not getting.
But also, as you said, basically shaking his fist at his grandkids, being like, "Stop fucking with the PA."
It's really good.
Dude, it's pretty sick.
But he's more like in my head, he's more like Willy Wonka than Walt Disney.
Kind of.
Because
Although I love
he's-
Willy Wonka.
I know, but he's
Get nothing.
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm gonna take you through my isolated little world, and I'm gonna see if you can make it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically
And
that.
it's like every time I show you something that I think is interesting, it's gonna endanger one of you.
It'll cause long psychic damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you survive it all.
One thing I like about the way Crichton structures the sequences in the book is that it's all cross-cutting because there's so many characters, but he kind of perfects that thing that TV definitely does, where they like basically they're saying a thing that like sets you up for the next cross-cut, but also then will sometimes feed into each other. Like so something that's in the book but not in the movie is like Grant and the kids end up stranded after the T-Rex escapes, and they find a raft. They're going down the water, heading or trying to get back to the main camp. That's the fastest way. Let's get on the water in the raft. And meanwhile, they're like looking for them on the cameras, and it's like, well, they would never be in the water.
Yeah.
Like, good thing we don't have cameras in the water to see where they wouldn't be there.
That's the only moment in the book where I was like, well, come on, guys. Like in terms of where they're like, I guess you weren't watching at night. Who watches at night? I'm like, you don't watch these fucking dinosaurs at night? I feel like they literally say
Also,
velociraptors are nocturnal.
there should be no part of the island that doesn't have cameras.
Unwatched at any moment. You have fucking dinosaurs here. That
But
was
we're
my
not
whole-
open yet.
Yeah.
Like, we're not paying for night watchmen. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Insane.
Yeah, so basically the movie, we get the tour of like the facilities. We meet Dr. Wu. Again, another great change. I love now
The
having like,
Dino DNA.
Mr. DNA, who's fantastic. I love that there was an animator somewhere who was like, I guess I'll just draw on this like Dino DNA, like DNA thing.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. But then also in the book, as they're going through, there's like, oh, there's no hatchings today. Of course, in the movie, you're like, yeah, show me a fucking baby dinosaur coming out of an egg. Steven Spielberg was like, I want to shoot that. I'm figuring that shit out. What are you talking about? You think I'm an idiot?
And then also make it more insane where Hammond's like, I insist on being here for every
hatching.
single
The amount of things go, come on, get out. Come on, get out. You can
So
do it.
insane.
It's crazy.
He just wants to
To have them
bird.
imprint on you, that's
Yeah.
so crazy.
It's just like it's such a he is like again with yes, he does say you can imprint on them very young.
Yes.
It's so crazy. But yeah, you just go back to, and again, it carries over from Jaws of like Spielberg has just such an eye for moments that should be in movies, even if they're not in the book. But it's like, oh, we're brushing up against a moment that should be in a movie. He's like, we're gonna put the moment in the movie, and it's gonna be and fucking Rick Baker, or I can't remember, is it the guy who did Mad God who did this?
Well, Phil Tippett kind of, because it was originally going to be stop motion dinosaurs.
right.
So he was originally hired for that. And then I think he kind of segued into sort of like liaison between the CG people and the physical people. Because physical people, I think, was Stan Winston.
Oh, Stan
Yeah, I
Winston.
think
That's
it is,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Which Phil Tippett, I think, famously on the set goes, I'm extinct. Or whatever, sees the CGI.
Yeah.
And gets to do the line, which is fun.
Yeah. Which then Spielberg's like, great, we're going to put that in the movie.
Let me give that
Say
to
that
Jeff.
again.
Jeff Goldblum's going to nail that thing.
Phil's going to feel kind of weird about it, but whatever. We're going to put that line in the
Again,
movie.
he's also got an ear for what should be in movies. This guy, he's unbelievable. And then they go on the tour, the like sanctioned tour of the park, and then basically it breaks down. Like Nedry's plot also intersects with this. Then and there's the hurricane. So it's like
Can I do a quick sidebar on Nedry?
Oh, please.
So as someone who has been a small fat boy for much of his life, God, like media hates fat dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Just describe it as like
Especially the 90s,
His
dude.
face is covered in chocolate, and he's such a sloppy fucking bastard. I hate him.
Oh man.
It's like, yeah, I mean,
It's tough out there.
he's a bad guy, but like the way we make him despicable is like, oh, his face is, he's going to get a Coke. Anyway.
Oh man.
Yeah, very much.
And then they carried that right over into the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. Wayne Knight is really doing great work in this.
He really
honestly.
is. He is unbelievably
I think
annoying.
about
It's so good.
Dodgson. We got Dodgson here all the time. It's
As
like
do I.
so burned into my
Actually,
brain.
so that was something funny. Was I was listening to
And
the
also his
audio.
laugh that's like a dinosaur scream.
His virus with his face on it.
Yes.
Really good.
That was the thing that stuck with me as a child watching that for the first time, being like, "This is what petty looks like. Like this is the peak of vindictive petty bullshit. Just sticking your face on something and laughing
Yeah.
and like really, really enjoying it.
Really very good. Yeah.
I was listening to the audiobook version for a bit, like out loud, and it was like the part where Dodgson and Nedry meet. Sarah came in and literally walked into the room and was like, Dodgson, we got Dodgson here.
It's so good.
Yeah,
It's
so
a great bit. Yeah, well, also, right, Samuel L. Jackson's in this movie. You kind of were just, hacker crap.
And he's always smoking.
Which he's
In
described
literally
in the book
every
as a
scene,
chain smoker.
yes.
Understandably.
And there is that one shot of him smoking, like, in profile. It's like the most glamorous, like it's like his mouth and the cigarette and like backlit, and like it's unbelievable.
That's an ad.
Makes smoking look so cool. It's nuts.
Indoors.
Yeah.
All day.
He doesn't
All
give a
day
shit.
Indoors.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, if I had to run a park with like 20 people, I'd be smoking indoors too.
It has all the problems of an amusement park and a zoo.
Yes.
Tripled. Yeah.
Everything, not just amusement park, zoo, but like amusement park, sanctuary, all this other crap. It's like if you step outside and literally anything like plant or animal could kill you by accident by touching it. Like he's not worried about cancer.
Yeah,
he's worried about tomorrow.
He's like, bring me the cancer.
Yeah.
I'll feel better. I do love. I don't know if you have you watched Nirvana the band, the show. Nirvana the band, the show, the actual show, not the movie.
No, not the actual show.
There's an episode where they're like really stressed out, and they decide to watch Jurassic Park, and they're like, "How is Samuel L. Jackson so calm this whole movie? I don't understand." And he goes, "Oh, cigarettes." So they start smoking, and it is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's unbelievable how good that show is. So, anyways, so they go on the tour, and things go bad, and it's really kind of where things start to take the biggest sort of like Nedry does his plan. He's taking the thing, so he shuts down like the power of the security system and the fences and stuff to cover his tracks, which like shuts down the tour. They're stuck in front of the T-Rex cage. Storm comes in.
I feel like I got less of an impression having seen the movie than I did in the book that his plan was to basically come back in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So he didn't intend for the park to be totally out and then he would bounce.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. He's just like dropping it off, coming back and being like, "Oh, it's all set up. The bugs are fixed or whatever."
Yeah. But he doesn't make it.
No. Yeah, he gets a little turned around.
Yeah.
So this is all really basically very similar to the book, I guess. Yeah, he gets lost, or he tries to he can't find the river or the East Docks because it's too rainy or whatever.
Yeah.
And you hear him basically like the internal monologue of a man being eaten alive.
It's
by
pretty
dinosaurs
nuts.
that spit venom, acid venom into his eyes, including the moment that like he's like, "I feel something on both sides of my head." And he's like, "I realize there's a dinosaur clamping down on me. I hope it's over soon."
Oh, yeah.
That, and even the moment before where he's just like, I'm blind.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, that moment. Fuck.
That sucks.
God.
Yeah. And then
Turns out greed's bad, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Avarice will take you down. And so simultaneously is screwing up the tour, and they're like left out there. And then the because it's no longer electrified, the T-Rex can get out, leads to a sort of attack on one of the vehicles. Like the one guy leaves, Ed Regis in the book leaves, in the movie it's the lawyer guy, Gennaro, leaves the kids alone, and the girl's just like, he left us, he left us, which they carry over, and then it's very. I mean, again, like some not in like every practical way, but like it's kind of the point where in the book things become more expansive. It's much more of a journey for them to return home to the like main center of the park, whereas in the book in the movie it's a little faster.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Most of the action scenes from the book are in the movie.
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
the larger ones.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Except for
even-
the multiple T-Rex, like
Yeah.
just fucking with.
And
Yeah.
they're not pterodactyls, but there's some other kind of dactyls. There's like an
Oh,
attack
yeah.
from them.
Yeah, because the river takes them through the
Pterosaurs.
aviary.
Which is in movie 3.
Right, comes into 3. Yeah, exactly. They have the aviary, and then they go through the place where, because actually in the book he is. Well, no, it's the same guy. So yeah, they go through the place where the guys who can like spit venom from like 40 feet.
Yeah.
They go through there and they have to like be watching for that. So it's like they go through a little bit more. They witness the T-Rex attack the herd, which also happens in the movie. But yeah,
I think
was
one of
surprised.
the cooler parts of the book is that Grant literally learns the thing about T-Rexes instead of saying it to a kid that he wants to fucking terrify.
It is very cool.
He learns it intuitively and then tests it and
Yeah.
then like,
Yeah.
oh shit, okay, that's how I survive.
Which is very scientist,
Yeah,
you would
it's
think,
cool.
right? Because you're also like, yeah, wait, where did that info come?
Yeah, how the
Yeah.
fuck? You don't think about it in the movie, but like in retrospect, you're like,
Yeah, like,
how
do
the
they
fuck
know?
would
How
he
do they know
that?
they can't
Yeah.
see movement?
They don't
Yeah.
even agree that they
Never find a
turn into
T-Rex eyeball.
birds. So
Right,
why would they know that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
crazy.
Exactly. Which is very funny. But like, he says it with, enough charisma and certitude.
It's
You're
so
like,
matter
for
of
sure,
fact.
yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, I knew that.
His vision's based on,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, cool. I
And
was
it's
surprised-
also like all the dinosaurs have it because of the way the genetics. I
yes,
think they imply that
except
they all have
Velociraptors.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they're too
That's
smart.
They got the big brains.
Yeah,
Big brain variety.
head of the class, head of the dinosaur class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which even in the book, I was surprised the whole like car in the tree thing. Because that also feels like such a great visual.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy that you have like the T-Rex scene and that which is like pure terror, crazy like madness. And then you're like, oh, we have this unbelievable suspense scene where they're trying to get out of a tree while a car is falling and hitting limbs behind them on the way down. It's awesome. Just like
Yeah.
back to back crazy, really good stuff. And then they do the Buster Keaton house fall down, but it's with a car.
yeah.
Have any of you been on the Jurassic Park Universal Studios ride?
Oh
I
yeah.
have.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not. No.
Oh my god. Okay, so there's a part where you're about like the big drop is where the T-Rex head comes down, but there's also a part where they're dangling a car, right? It's like
It's been so long. I think so.
I go
It,
through
like-
with my eyes
I remember
closed,
the
so I couldn't
T-Rex
tell
for
you.
sure.
yeah, like because the car isn't over you, but it's over like a wall that's really close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right before you kind of zoom through, it just like slides down a wall toward you.
Yes,
And-
yes, exactly.
It's like you know that it's just a ride and that it's set to go back up every single day, but as a kid, I just remember thinking like that's a heavy object to be
just dangling.
sliding
Did they
up
learn
and
nothing
down
from the movie?
a wall
Yeah.
constantly, like all day on repeat. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
hope-
isn't that a ride that famously breaks down a lot
yes,
too? Like,
yeah, yeah. I just remember thinking like this might. Like if it's just a little rusty, this is a really heavy thing.
yeah,
They
art,
could
art
really
imitating
drop-
life. It's
Yeah.
come right at you.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, that's a great. It's a fun ride.
Yeah.
People get all
Yeah.
wet. It's fun.
Maybe we should do like a ranking. Like so, between the is that better than Jurassic World? Does it come above
yeah.
Fallen Kingdom? Where does the ride land in the ranking?
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Oh.
probably 2.
Nah, it's 3 or 4 maybe.
Well, based on what information I have. I suppose.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, they journey back, and then basically at the control room, they're trying to undo Nedry's little.
What's a backdoor in the book? It's just
Yeah,
like a
he
hard,
left himself a back. Yeah, they do. They're trying to undo his virus basically, and so they have to do like a hard reset of the system, which again is a little more complicated in the book. They're like, oh, it comes back online, but
they're
we're using
running on aux
auxiliary
power.
Yeah.
and that's
which they
that's
don't
gonna
realize.
run out.
It's just
Yeah.
running on aux power, and then they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh
there's just
shit!"
wait, is anyone smell that diesel generator blasting right now? Yeah, no, so they go. Yeah, they have to. That's when they have to like reset the power,
Yeah.
which is kind
the
of
fucking waterfall goes off.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Everything's on electric.
Their nature breaks down entirely at that point.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Right. So Wu's still around. I think in like the movie, we're supposed to assume he and like all the scientists have left on the boat.
Yeah, because they're like
Yeah.
on a in the rush basically.
Yeah, they're like 5 minutes to leave.
Yeah.
Everyone
They're
goes.
the essential workers.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
Right. We're down to the skeleton crew of people who, can keep the park
The
going.
disposables.
Yeah.
Wait, going back to the waterfall scene real quick. In the book, I mean, the waterfall scene is in the book, but like that's where like the T-Rex tongue wraps itself around Tim's head.
Yeah.
And is just
Tim
about
gets fucking rocked in that book, dude.
like,
The book
starts-
fucking hates Tim.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
really
in the
does.
movie, he does literally die.
Yeah, he
from
does.
getting
He
shot
gets
by
shocked.
10,000 volts. He is blown off which I was like, does he fall or does he get shocked? And I'm like, I have the exact memory of him flying
Yeah.
backwards,
Yes.
like all straight limbed.
He got yeeted.
And literally needs to like CPR performed onto
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So
That was
he's
my
getting rocked every which way.
Yeah.
that was my biggest fear when I was a child. Like I watched Jurassic Park
Climbing
for
an
the
electric fence.
yeah, like getting electrocuted like that. I remember watching
Turns out
Jurassic
it's fine.
Park
Get a little
as
CPR. Yeah.
like a 6-year-old. And the scariest thing to me wasn't the dinosaurs, but it was that fucking fence that just like eats this child like
he flies.
50 feet.
Yeah, he goes.
He lives and he's like toasted, but he's fine.
I never remember where Grant, to show that he's becoming like more accustomed to children, goes, Timmy, the human piece of toast.
Yeah.
It's like, he's having fun with kids.
Or
now.
when he pretends to get electrocuted.
Great bit.
It's
Great
so
bit.
good.
Always a good bit. Always
my
funny.
God.
So yeah, that's the T-Rex tongue thing is crazy. But yeah, Timmy's getting rocked every which way. He's
Yeah.
getting beat up. He's stuck under the seats of the Jeep when it gets attacked by the T-Rex who's pushing it. An amazing stuff. Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
doesn't know if his sister survives.
Yeah.
has no idea. Yeah, just like wakes. Also, yeah, just like gets thrown, dropped multiple times actually. Also falls in the car off the cliff into the tree and wakes up and is like, I threw up. I threw up, Mom. I threw up in there. Don't come in. But like, is like probably has like a couple of TBIs based on the end of this.
Oh, yeah.
movie. Lasting brain damage.
Yeah. That's going to catch up.
Yeah, you can't have that many concussions in one weekend. It's not good for you.
Well, the PTSD is gonna
That also is a
make
problem.
that a mute situation.
Bring Joe Mazzello back as like PTSD riddled Timmy. That would be interesting. They had so many chances. What were they doing?
They do show up in the third one briefly.
The kids?
Yeah.
Really? The actual kid too?
Yeah.
It's Joe Mazzello? Oh, okay, maybe I'll watch that. I actually met that guy when he was
Really?
He was a camp counselor at
That's
a
funny.
film camp I went to.
Oh my god.
And I was like, why does he drive a BMW? And they're like, oh, he's in Jurassic Park. And I was like, oh, that explains a lot.
He's a
actually.
made man.
Yeah, that actually explains so much.
Oh man, I just love that at every turn, someone's like, we spared no expense. We went all out. We know what we're doing. We did this thing. It's foolproof.
Except for Nedry.
And then someone looks at it and they're like, well, did you think of this? And they're like, oh, we did not. You know, like with the
Why would we
lysine
need
thing.
to think of that?
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
reason to think of
But
that.
it works
Like-
fine.
Yeah. Like with the lysine thing, like, oh, how are you gonna keep the dinosaurs contained? They're like, well, this place is like Alcatraz, but also we make them dependent on lysine. So if they get far away from us, they can't get the lysine and they'll just die. And it's like, well, can't they find lysine in another natural environment?
and
they're like,
according to the epilogue, they do.
yeah.
Yes, indeed. Also, they kind of hint at the idea of like, can't they just like evolve past it or something?
Yeah.
Like they're like, yeah, they've evolved or whatever. So like they're changing. So it's like, they've never think of like, oh, they'll be in a coma in 12 hours or not.
Yeah.
These lizards, these mammalian lizards, we made them all girls. And they need a rooster, so they can't.
Should be
like,
fine.
we won't have more. And it's like, okay, well, didn't you give them like all these amphibian genetics? And didn't you have this whole spiel about amphibians being able to self-reproduce? And they're like, that was in the tour, that was in the presentation at the beginning of the. We didn't think about that.
That kind of event is now happening and we're having problems.
Yeah.
But that's funny that that's like teased in the book. Like the movie gives it to you up front.
Yeah.
That it's like it's amphibian DNA, but like it basically is like the last 50 pages is like, oh, by the way, the reason the amphibian DNA they can spontaneously
Change, blah, blah, blah. It's been noticed.
But I also thought it was very interesting the language because he was like literally says there's they can undergo a gender transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, interesting.
Michael Crichton, ally.
Stay out of politics, Justin.
All I'm just saying is, They call
funny.
they call the T-Rex him, but have you asked the T-Rex what
All right, this is
their
true.
pronouns are?
What
I mean,
are the
come on.
T-Rex's
You going around
pronouns?
the park,
Even though it's a
lifting
girl,
up
we
their
all
skirts?
know- Yeah, Malcolm having a good time, having fun. So in the movie, right as they're coming back, he discovers like the raptor nests,
Yeah.
and in the book, he like finds he literally like tranks a baby raptor to bring back and be like, look, there are baby raptors out there, which they also
And it's a boy.
and it's a boy. You're wrong a bunch of ways. But at that point, they've also seen raptors sneaking onto the cargo ship. So like the proof is proof positive. They got it. Like
But it's funny
Which is
that
how
there's
the
that.
dinosaurs are getting to the shore.
yeah, they're just sneaking on. They're sneaking on the boat.
It's funny that that's kind of their
It's an
ticking
immigration
clock,
story.
but then at the end,
Yes.
it's kind of like, oh, but the raptors escaped anyway.
It's too late. It already happened. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it is a great.
fine.
It is a very funny ticking clock. And they're just like, and then the workers killed the raptors. Done.
Yeah.
Handled. Yeah, so that's they get back, and it leads to again like a lot of the similar. You can kind of I do think it must like Crichton must have had some impact or input because it's like so much of the kind of stuff. It's not really heightened in any way because some of the I mean obviously they're great like action sequences and stuff, but just like a raptor in a kitchen is not like necessarily the biggest thing, but like that is pretty again locking him in the freezer and
Yeah.
Yeah.
tricking him or not really tricking him. He gets tricked by her reflection because she's trying to lock herself in the thing.
I'm very surprised it didn't have the Grant outsmarting raptors by poisoning them and shit.
Yeah. Actually, like has the restraint to not do some of that stuff. It's kind of interesting too,
Yeah.
right? Because they get into the lab, they're cornered, and he like uses toxins to.
I guess.
kill them
Well,
or
it's
something.
the book is more about like the scientific method being used and being effective,
Yeah.
whereas the movie is more about the family unit. So it's like
Right.
got to have all of them together surviving, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah,
probably-
sort of protecting the family,
Yeah.
and then also it like has the. I guess it is more about nature on the level of like, it's the there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
So it's like the raptors have them surrounded, and then the T-Rex busts in and eats the raptors, and then they're able to escape, kind of thing.
I just feel like in the movie, after everything they've been through, by the end, the kids don't look banged up enough. Like,
I don't know. Tim's got his
Timmy's
ears
pretty beat up.
blown out.
Like-
Here's a bullet. He's got the wrists. He's got like hand bandages. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he,
Oh, his Grant scarf is being used as a bandage.
bandages. That's a nice little thing. Yeah. But yeah, the kids. I mean, I don't. You're probably right. They probably would be much more beat up. But Timmy does look. Timmy, they like. They like cartoon. Like put a bunch of soot on his face,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
when you
And
get
his hair
electrified.
sticks up.
Yeah. They literally. He's like your hair's all shot out.
he should be missing patches of hair.
Yeah, actually,
And
yes,
like
truly.
a portion of his ear or something.
Yeah,
like
he
this
probably,
poor boy.
his hair would have lit on fire. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, he would have like
Yeah.
had to put him out. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if he would have survived at all, to be
Oh
honest.
no,
I
no,
don't think so.
absolutely not.
thing
That
where
is. For
I
a
suppose if it was like
Such
barely, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy choice to
Yeah.
just be like, just have him fall and have Grant catch. That to me, I'm just like that. Also makes more sense.
Yeah.
In the story you're trying to tell of like, oh, can Grant earn a child's trust? And
Yeah,
he's like,
Spielberg. So let's shoot him off.
let's fire this kid into space. Let's blast him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Also, there is like the trajectory of that is a little bit of a cheat too, because like he looks like he shoots out, but then he kind of lands straight down
Yeah.
into Grant's arms.
Yeah. Yes. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Like, Grant had to run out like a wide receiver to catch him over his shoulder. Willie Mays catch him over his shoulder or something.
If a child came flying at any one of you, that would take you out, right? Like that would knock
If
you
you're
out
prepared
cold.
for it, maybe not.
Like at that speed, though, would that not knock you out cold?
Well, the speed in which he flies off that fence is crazy. I don't know.
He looks like he's a Ferrari off the
Yeah.
line. I don't know what it's nuts.
But I mean, he could. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I'd catch.
I think so.
I'd be fine. We'd be fine. Alan would be fine.
Yeah, we
I think I'd break my sternum.
Yeah, we catch that kid.
We'd catch him, no problem. I think it'd be fine. I think it'd be fine. Actually, catching him would actually give him the CPR that he needs to come back to life, so we'd be fine. We wouldn't have to do that
Baby.
part even. So,
Yeah.
kind of fine.
I gotta admit, my timing would be off, and that kid would just hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me and Tyler were catching that
I'll
kid.
catch the kid.
No
I'll catch the
problem.
kid. Yeah, no problem.
Oh my god.
In the book, you lose Arnold. Regis is already dead.
Well, because also
Muldoon.
there's the ox power thing in the book
Right.
Where they're like, you got to go to the power shed to like turn this on to get everything back up to whatever. I forget the logistics because basically the premise is like you've got to run across there. There's a bunch of raptors.
Yes, exactly.
That's really the concern is like a plot reason for you to have to go across this field with all these raptors.
Where you will come into contact with raptors. Yes, exactly. Like, how do we get you there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Muldoon blows one up.
That is great. The fact that he has rocket launchers.
It's the only thing they would let him have.
It
They
is
couldn't have. They
so
wouldn't
cool.
allow guns.
But
you get a rocket launcher.
I want a launcher.
Like Muldoon's the one in the movie where he has the clever girl line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great because that is exactly how Grant describes the way raptors hunt to the kid that he scares at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it happens the same way. It's very cool.
Yeah.
It's good little planting payoff there. It's nice.
Yeah.
And
the whole
Muldoon,
the whole time he's bitching about how smart they are and how they
and then
or in
he's
the movies like they should all be eradicated. or
Yes,
something.
they should all immediately falls into their trap and is killed.
And it's just like, damn.
Basically does I was like, does Muldoon, because going in I was like, Muldoon does nothing, right? And he basically does nothing except get again destroyed by a raptor.
Yeah.
In the book at least he shoots the sedative that causes it so Timmy doesn't get sucked in by the raptor or the T-Rex's tongue. Like it takes an hour, but the T-Rex is finally like, "What? I feel woozy," blah, and lets go of Tim and falls over.
Yeah, goes to sleep at the perfect time that we needed that it was necessary. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he does a lot more.
He does a lot more.
Yeah.
I just love so much that at every turn they're like, we've got the best of the best on our team. And then you see them say 2 words and you're like, do you?
No.
And then as soon as it's like you're watching them meet each other for the first time because it's like you're hearing them talk for the first time, but then they're noticing things in each other where they're like, wait, why are you like this? And they're like, well, you should have known by now that this was the person on your side, like Nedry, for example. Like if he had done, like, I'm imagining that this is like a high security clearance level thing, you know, and that they're going to look for people with discretion, for people who would strictly follow orders, for people who are like interviewed again and again and again against like other candidates for some lucrative position. But it looks like he just knew a guy and got in, you know?
Well, I think in my head for Nedry specifically, it's like you got the best, and the best in that kind of field would be a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only reason, because he spares no expense, right? I think the only reason he doesn't pay Nedry is because he just fucking hates him.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And it's his own undoing.
Right. And
Yeah.
he's like, well, if it was so, like, if you did it right the first time, you wouldn't be rewriting all this code or whatever, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like but yes, he also just dislikes him. Yeah.
There's a little bit of like a 7 deadly sins element in some of the characters when you think about it and how they're getting taken out.
That's true.
And it's like with Malcolm, he's like probably lust because I mean his first words to Ellie are like, "God, your legs."
Yeah. That actually is very funny.
And then you have like Nedry with gluttony and Muldoon with like arrogance.
Hammond is pride.
Yeah, Hammond's pride.
I wish I knew other sins. What's
running away from kids?
right.
There's like rage.
Wrath.
Yeah.
Could fit that one.
Who's
Yeah, interesting.
vengeful?
Yeah. Pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the film 7.
Because they're such extremes. Like at least in the film,
Spacey's there too.
Kevin Spacey's
Yeah.
got her in the box.
at least in the films, there's like some nuance with each of the villains, you know, or like quote unquote villains, or they make it not sad that they die necessarily, but you're kind of like, damn. But in the book, you're kind of like, oh God, good
Thank
riddance,
you.
you know?
Thank you.
But it's because it feels like in the book, like Crichton's really like, I am making a point,
Yeah.
and I am against a worldview, a like way of behaving, and so the people that behave this way will pay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very much. Arnold gets it going to the shed, and I was like, that seemed all right.
It's mostly because I think his sin is that like he refuses to believe that they couldn't eventually figure it out.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Even though at every turn it's like coming off the rails.
You're
and he's like,
getting 10
nah,
more
it'll be fine.
problems in the place of one answer kind of thing. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It gave me pause in the movie of like when Laura Dern goes to try to do the electrical, like the breaker, like, oh, we got to reset the breakers. Like Muldoon's like, oh, I'll go with you. And I was like, you didn't want to go in pairs with poor Arnold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, let Arnold go out there by himself? And, anyway, I was just like, it feels like he probably could have also used the guy with the big
Well, I
gun.
think they didn't know how many raptors there were at that point or something like that.
Yeah.
Or that they had escaped already. Because I
Yeah.
think when he goes out, then he realizes that they've clawed through the fence or something. Yeah, okay. But I'm like, still bring your big gun. Let's go together. Buddy system,
Yeah, there's absolutely no way I would have gone by myself.
I know.
Not a fucking
Not at all.
chance.
Not in the million years.
Matter of fact, when she crawls into the storm grate, I was like, that's where I'd be the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a good
I'll tell you
place.
that right now.
Good
I'm not getting out of that thing.
This is my safe tunnel.
Yes.
This is my tube.
But don't they have like a scene where you've got a raptor in a vent?
Yes.
In the movie?
Well, you're talking about the storm drain where when
I'm
they're
talking about in the movie after
the
the
bottom
T-Rex,
of
the
Yeah.
first T-Rex fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to stay in that drain.
Yeah.
No, and the Raptors would get you eventually, but you're in your tube. You're in your big safe tube. I feel good about it too. I think it's fine. I think it makes sense. It's a good plan. Well, we're really on the same page this episode, brother. It's nice. I love that. We'd catch the kid and we'd be in our big tube.
That's right.
So just looking at the clock. So what are our final moves like? Because basically it comes down to showdown with the Raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T-Rex breaks in. But yes, they have to escape. They go through vents. The Raptors are jumping up. The girl almost falls. They get in, and then they run out of the building. And then he's like, I'm not going to endorse your park. Same here. I agree. And then they drive off. And then
I've
they
also
get
had a change of heart.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or
I've
in-
seen the error of my ways.
What? But in the book, Hammond the asshole.
As we said.
twists his leg,
Ow!
and then just gets
Falls down a hill 100 feet.
nibbled up by the compies. But like, what was his whole premise for walking out and amongst the?
I still don't quite. Is he's just like
Kind of
defeated, right?
having a stubborn old man. He's like having a hissy fit moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so the thing,
And
with-
he's
with-
also like insistent that like it's fine, it's
Yeah.
fine,
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Malcolm is sort of succumbing to his like in the book, he's succumbing to his
Yeah,
injuries.
yeah.
He's really feeling the morphine. He's like having philosophical
his dress
hallucinations.
downs are amazing in the book.
Yeah.
And he's also the parts of the book are based on his principles, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I like the way that the chapters are broken up, but I don't know why it made me laugh when I realized it was divided by Malcolm's musings.
Yeah.
And then these interesting little
You mean
linear-
Malcolm's prophecy? I will say in the book the Raptors are way smarter.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're smart in the movie, but they're like fucking diabolical. Like they're running interference and shit. Like
Yeah.
they're doing crazy shit in the
Yeah.
book.
It's really cool.
They're like operating orca level coordination.
Yeah. True.
They're like
sinking
playing with
yachts and
her,
stuff.
like because they're both doing the same thing to each other. They're distracting each other
Yes.
Yeah.
while someone else does something, but the Raptors are just,
It's
Yeah.
more deadly.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, it's a great bit in the movie too, where it's like, oh, so it's two, and then one's contained. Unless I can start using doors, and then they fucking
Yeah.
figure out how to use it. It's awesome.
But it's that like family friendly thing again, though, where it's like you want a child to watch this and go home and not worry about creatures
I get
that
it.
could eventually, give them a reason to never go to sleep ever
I mean,
again.
that kitchen scene really fucked me up as a kid.
It's a really crazy
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Well, the Muldoon getting eaten, that's all behind like tree branches or
Yeah.
like palm fronds. Like they do. He does
With
have
one
the-
raptor sinister looking with
Yeah,
like a
watch
snake going over like
Yeah.
the little tree limb.
It's really good. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hammond falls to his death. Gennaro. Yeah. Malcolm dies, succumbs to his injuries from the T-Rex attack.
but
They-
doesn't
they- in the-
really.
Right, because I
Yeah.
assume Lost World. In the book, they bring him back.
They have
Yeah.
to retcon it in some way because
Somehow.
yes, he is the hero of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So yeah. So they figure it out. Oh, we clear. He's back.
Yeah.
And then they all get off the island, right? They do, and they're like, oh, the Costa Rican National Guard shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like gets
You're
them
missing the most insane part of the book, though.
Wait, which is
where they go into the Raptors' fucking underground like nest.
Yeah.
Because they're like the army's going to destroy
everything.
everything, but we got to make sure.
Yeah.
They crawl into the fucking tunnel.
Yeah, they have like a tunnel. They have like a Viet Cong style tunnel system under like their
And it's
guerrilla
just like
fighters.
dozens and dozens of raptors down there and shit.
And like that's true. Yeah. Because then they napalm it, and then basically, Grant meets up with Gutierrez, who's like, oh, by the way, the guy from the beginning who's like sets a lot of things into motion. Hey, raptors are on Costa Rica.
Yeah. Well, it's basically like we're hanging on to you because
no one can actually leave until we know what the fuck was going on.
we'll let the kids go at some point because they can't help us, but you're going to help us.
You need to be here.
Especially that Tim kid. He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
He knows all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's true. We
Tim
could
had to
keep
grow
him.
up real fast.
Might be useful. We'll raise them as our own.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I'm interested to see the final take on this. So we're getting into the bit. I assume. Well, I'm not going to make any assumptions. We're going to do. Did we like the book? Did we like the movie? Which is better? Val, kick us off.
Loved the movie. Enjoyed the book. I think the movie is better, but it depends on like what you're looking for. Like if you want something scary, book is better. But if you want to have a nice day, the movie is better. You know,
watch one of the most iconic movies of all fucking time.
Yeah, it's a perfect movie. It's like one of the, like you guys were saying earlier, watching it, knowing it's like 2 hours, looking at the clock and being like, wait, how the hell is it an hour 30 already? Like it passes by so quickly because it's just perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the book, you have to kind of trudge through the beginning a little bit. And then there's that. And then it's like, it only really gets good when terrible, terrible things start happening to people.
Yeah. That's all fair.
Yeah.
I listened to the audiobook, obviously. The narrator's pretty good. Scott Brick, I think is his name.
Yeah. I did the audiobook as well.
I don't know. It was just kind of hidden. I assumed Crichton would just be kind of dog shit. And I was like, this is like really serviceable. And there's some like really good shit. And I really like the narrator. I was like kind of impressed at how much I liked the book.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe there'll be some like conflict of like which I think. And then I watched that movie again, baby. And I was like, no fucking way. That movie is perfect. But I did like the book like considerably more than I ever thought I would.
Yeah, I will say the way you were talking up the book, that's why I thought this would be potentially more interesting. But I think we're all going to go.
Yeah.
I think the book is better than I would assume so.
Compared to something like The Running Man,
yes.
like he is such a like craftsman on the verge of artist. Like Stephen King, I think, has hit on moments in certain things, but like the ones we've covered have been just like, well, you got it done.
Tough.
You got it done.
It was a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't agree how he got there necessarily, but it was a good idea. Whereas I would agree, this was like actually genuinely very well written and like kind of, it's propulsive, but it's like
like for an airport quote unquote book, it's one of the better ones.
Better
it has to be.
Then it has to be. Absolutely. It could be there are dinosaurs on an island. You're welcome. Like, you know, and he
which
really
I don't even mean
gives it his
to
all.
make it sound like it's a bad thing, but I'm like it's pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. I would agree. But the movie is
the fucking movie, man.
The movie it distills everything that's great about the novel and like amplifies it, and then you have Steven Spielberg just crushing every single moment.
And
It's
John Williams, the mutant,
the score
just
is nuts.
pounding it home.
Perfect
Which
score.
now, okay,
I listened to it to study.
it's so good.
Like
It's
for 10
so
years, I've done that.
It's great.
good. There's a moment, I swear to God, I think he's aping his own Jaws score. Did anyone else catch? It's like I think the moment where Muldoon is opening up the like rifle cabinet and stuff, and it's like it's this part of the score from Jaws where it's like da na na da. Like the getting ready score of Jaws, where like then they're going around the boat. I'm like, I swear to God, I think it's the same, which is like a little extra flourish on
It's
it.
a little something
And
there.
I was like, I was vibing. I was having a great time with that. So
I also love the random audio stings when Nedry is getting the samples.
Yeah.
It's like the audio of the dinosaur he's grabbing or something.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny.
Very good.
Little Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes. T-Rex. Yeah, they just say their names. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
They,
Squirtle.
see now, if version 4.5 was every dinosaur could only say their name,
Yeah,
like a
the
Pokemon,
T-Rex, he,
Hammond would have been
undoes his
right
cap.
on there.
Yeah.
Oopsie, or
Okay,
whatever it was.
yeah. Love seeing a Triceratops. Does everyone have a favorite dinosaur? Can we do that real quick? Triceratops for me, no
Oh.
question, hands down.
No.
I do like the long neck guys that like the sneezer. I like that sneezy guy.
Very fun scene.
Brontosaurus.
Brachiosaurus?
I feel like Triceratops is a kid favorite, right?
Man.
Love Triceratops.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I love every terrifying thing that lives in the water. Because, I mean, those were the only things that really, really scared me when I was little. Because you think you have a fighting chance on land, but in water, you are dead. You are.
Or in the
That makes
air.
you-
You're pretty
Yeah.
fucked in the air, too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are so dead.
And mostly on the ground, you're pretty fucked too.
But it's like, at least in the air, you can see it. Like, it touches
True.
the sun.
Yeah.
In the water, you're just blind and dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, you mentioned Stephen King for a hot second, and it also made me think. On the way here, I was thinking about how it's a little bit like The Shining. Like, hey, here's this isolated place in the middle of nowhere, and you're going to be here in the off season, and you're going to be this teeny tiny group with a little skeleton crew of people who have heard some things.
Yeah. You're inviting children specifically?
And you're gonna be, you're gonna be with a kid.
The
You're gonna
core
be,
audience.
Yes, yeah. Oh, it's The Shining.
yeah, jumping out of windows and possibly turning on each other a little bit, but hopefully not too much.
Yeah.
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 That's very
There's going to
yeah.
be enough murdering. You don't need to be the one doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to happen anyway. Yeah, it's a good go.
And then people are gonna realize something's wrong just by the inherent nature of where you are, and start turning up to see if you need help.
Yeah.
But they're also in danger.
It's true, right? Because they think they're in control. Yeah, it's basically
Yeah,
a big. It's a
big
big
house.
haunted
Yeah.
house. It's a big haunted hotel,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
nature is the ghost.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's very good. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah, I would make it unanimous. I was really impressed with the book, but I think that my favorite stuff was the middle, and the beginning's too long and the ending's too long.
Yes.
Yep.
Because in both cases, I can't help but picture the movie and be like, the movie really streamlined this. This
Yeah.
is so streamlined and perfect in the
It's
movie.
so
Yeah.
efficient.
Movie is so all killer, no filler, and then the book is like, here is a dose of reality and of like,
Well, the book is like, man, scientists have really gotten out of control, man.
yeah,
I don't know if we should be doing this shit.
The book does reek of. I did all this research. I gotta put it somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're
Like,
welcome.
I spent 10 years figuring this out.
But also
I'm
speaking
ADR.
to your earlier point, Val, also being like, what is the point at which I have to have a character say like, wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because we've been going science for a while.
yes. Like, let's
Yeah.
break this up for a second.
Cool. So it's a unanimous win for the movie, but the book is quite a fun summer read as well.
Yeah, I got the audiobook of the second book too.
Oh, nice.
That one.
you can speed read a little bit in the beginning, and then
Yeah.
like really lock in when it gets interesting.
I would say the beginning would probably hit if we had never heard of Jurassic Park and have never seen any
Yeah.
of that.
Totally.
But
also
then there's
there's
not
also-
a single person on this planet who hasn't.
But
so.
also, there's
Yeah.
a
Except
freaking
Jonah.
dinosaur on the
never saw
cover,
Jurassic Park.
so it's so
Bullshit.
weird that they don't say the word dinosaur for so long. Like, there's a dinosaur on the cover
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the book. Anyhow,
a
but
Chip Kid cover.
Chip Kid, exactly.
thank you so much for joining us again. Next month, we're hoping to do Supergirl, based on the Woman of Tomorrow graphic novel. Hopefully, we'll be able to pair up with our fellow bookseller and comics artist, Sina Grace.
And writer.
Skylight Books podcast owns Sina Grace.
we love Sina.
Bon vivant.
And what are your dinosaur sign-offs?
Allan.
Oh, I thought you were going,
That's from the third movie. Doesn't matter.
What about you, Val? Dinosaur sign-off.
I can't come up with anything on the spot right now.
Okay, cool. Roar!
Dino by.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Yeah, that's good. Anyway. Beautiful.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Skylight Books podcast series. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to check out the book featured in this episode, or others, please visit skylightbooks.com. If you're in the Los Angeles area, stop by for one of our live in-person author events. You can find a calendar on our website. If you like this podcast, leave us a review. It really helps us out. Our music is by Duck the Piano Wire. Till next time.
I also firmly believe that it is one of the best films ever because CG was not good enough, and it was sort of like one of the last blockbuster films to use all the like puppetry and like practical effects, and so you really feel the weight of those dinosaurs. And like right after that, right, like they used the CG for like the distance shots or like the big groups or whatever. And right after that is when like everything was all CG and it just lost it.
No, there's a scene in the third movie where Alan Grant hit him back.
Wait, I've seen the third one. I've seen.
Oh yeah, where he falls asleep and he
plane,
turns
they
and the
knock him.
raptor's like, Alan.
Oh yeah. That's crazy. I forgot about that. It's on the plane because they like knock him out, right? And then they talk to him. The dino talks.
He just turns. It's like Alan.
Yeah. No, he's not well.
It's so funny.
Is that one? It's